What's the craziest thing that you've seen in Race Across America? What's the craziest experience you had?
Do you mean things that really happened or things that happened in my mind only?
That's a brilliant answer. The things you fantasized when you were in delirium. Whatever comes to mind.
Sometimes I really had to fight with sleep deprivation, and the funniest things always happened when I didn't sleep a lot. One time, I really, I got really sad and I don't know. I told my crew, hey, please, I have to talk to you. I have so many sorrows and all that stuff. And look on the road, there is so much toilet paper on the road, and I have to pick it up. So I was thinking the white line in the middle of the road and on the side of the road, it was thousands of miles of toilet paper, and it was my job to pick it up again and to clean the road. And I thought, this is too much, I can't do it. So please help me. We have to clean the road. And
then they knew it was time for a break?
Yeah. And another situation was very funny. I can still remember. I was continuing to ride after a sleeping break. I was very confused and tired because I just woke up a few minutes before. And I was riding very slowly and riding. And then I told to my crew members, I'm afraid I've forgotten my bicycle at the sleeping break. And while I was riding the bicycle, and you can see how brilliant my crew always reacts, because they didn't tell me that I'm fucked up and that I'm already sitting on the bike, but they just have been very empathic, and they talked to me like I was talking seriously, and they told me, okay, it's no problem. We are calling the crew members from the mobile home. They should take the bike. They will bring it to us.
To the next station.
And while they are getting the bike, you can keep on riding. And I thought, okay, that's fine.
Did you guys have a good laugh about it later?
Yeah, of course. But in that moment, I thought that my crew is understanding me. They are helping me. They know what I'm talking about. It was just a good feeling. If they had told me that I'm talking
nonsense,
crap, I would be like, oh, what's the problem? They don't believe me. They know more than I do. They are skeptical about me. It would be like a bad spirit.
Let me ask you another question. So you sleep, how much do you sleep? For every 7 hours, 8 hours, you sleep half an hour, an hour? What is it?
No, I was sleeping in the whole race about 6 hours to 7 hours.
In 7 days?
In 8 days.
8 days. So every additional stage in the race, your psychological mindset must be degrading rapidly, right? So you're quite normal in the beginning of the race, and you get continually more into toilet paper that you have to pick up along the road, or what?
Honestly, I
or
understand.
Is it ups and down?
Yeah, I understand that you're thinking that way, but in my experience and in when I talk to other people who did the race, it is not getting worse after 2 or 3 days. So it's just like up and down all the time. And of course, you have very tough time in the night, and maybe you're suffering more in the 7th night than in the 3rd night.
Okay.
But there is always another situation when you're completely clear and focused and happy and alert and everything. So it's the waves are coming.
The human body's chemistry is amazing with all the drugs that it can generate by itself. You have ups and downs and highs and lows.
And the downs are getting a bit more tough, and the ups maybe are getting a bit more euphoric, because when you're sleep deprived, you get very emotional, You're very happy and very sad. And when you're clear and fit, you're very stable in your emotions. But it's coming up and down, and you can have a great time after 7-8 days and feel great and feel no pain and just be in the flow. And 10 minutes later, you're nearly falling asleep and having pain, and everything is very bad.